And we're live. Hello, welcome. Apologies for the delay to the stream. My stomach doesn't deal well with the heat, and it's hot here in the UK right now. But we're back for another week, for another session to promote Pugmire Unleashed, which is currently on Backerkit. It ends, and this is horrifying. It ends half an hour before our stream next week, folks. So we may be running through the Backerkit train feature, but we'll have to find out at the time. If not, it'll be a nice way to end the campaign, hopefully. Let's go for an alphabetical introduction of my players. So, Alan, if you could introduce yourself and your character. I'm just going to find the link for your short story.
So I'm Manajola. I'm a community content creator. I did a lot of work for Slash and Vault, which is the program for the Scarlands. I just published yesterday a short story for the Onyx Pass fiction contest called The Flames of Valmecia, set in the Scarlands. Yes. So my character is called Iris. She is a lizard from the Pugmire Unleashed book. She's an alchemist, which is a kind of spellcaster that uses salt to channel magic and cast spells.
Fantastic. Thank you. Bliss, would you care to do the same, please?
Hello, I am Bliss Steele. I used to do a lot of streaming, but now I pretty much only do these Onyx Path actual plays, which is fun too. And I am playing Maya Pyrenees. She is a runner, hunter, free dog, kind of like a ranger sort of type of thing. So yeah, uses a bow, lives in the woodlands, and likes animals and shooting things and hunting.
Hell yeah. Alphabetically will be Josie next.
Hi, my name is Josie. I will be playing Beretta the Borzoi with a giant blunderbuss and no fucks to give. And yeah, Beretta is more the type of complier. I will shoot you because this is for the best of all of us, and I'm always right, except when I'm not, but I'm still.
Fantastic. And Ren, would you introduce yourself and your character, please?
Yes. Hi, I'm Ren. My apologies for not being there last time, but I'm going to be playing Friar. It's a Saint Bernard mud criminal whose main task is just hitting things with a big stick when they are being annoying, and for the rest, trying to bring as a lot of people happiness and alcohol and sing it to the rich people because we all deserve to. We all deserve to have a good time, not just the people with money, because money is overrated and alcohol is underrated.
Absolutely. And I'm Ryan, friendly guide, contributing writer to Pugmire Unleashed, and I also wrote a short story for Onyx Path Fiction Competition, except I wrote one set in the realms of Pugmire themselves, because I had an idea and I ran with it. Last session, our band of pioneers, state-sponsored adventurers, were tasked with figuring out how the River Babel, why the River Babel had dried up. And they discovered that a storm demon was responsible for this, and a hurricane-shaped elemental-like creature. And these things are chaotic, they are dangerous, and this one was heading straight for the village of Vincent's Ford. I flip-flop back and forth on the pronunciation. On their way to warn the villagers, they realized that a second storm demon was on the way, and that the two would meet in the village itself. Thinking quickly, they evacuated the village and led the villagers through the mountains to a ruin that they'd investigated during the course of their exploration of the area to figure out what exactly was happening. I spent the night there, and then in the morning, something happened. Friar, as part of all of this, as you are part of this band of pioneers, you were elsewhere in the mountains, seeing if there was anything that the storm demons had left behind, any indication of how it came to be, and you were kind of like a day behind them, and you knew that the plan was to evacuate to the ruin, so decided to go straight there once you were finished. You've been traveling you have slept, so you're not exhausted or anything, but you have been traveling throughout the night. And you are at the edge of the... also, I kept saying the wrong word last time. It's convex, not concave. You're at the edge of the convex kind of sward of grass that leads up to this like U-shaped cluster of ruined buildings on a plateau pushed up against a ridgeline. When the surface that you're standing on kind of tremors like a very small earthquake, and there is a loud shattering sound, and you can hear screaming immediately after you hear the very distinctive report of a blunderbuss being fired. You know that this is Beretta, unless there's someone else with a rare-ish blunderbuss in the area. And you can you keep. I assume you speed up, but you keep going forwards until you can see the scene. And immediately in front of you, there's just a hole in the ground. You can see bits of it crumbling away still, but you've arrived in the immediate aftermath of like a sinkhole or something of that nature. And then to your, let's say, left for ease, you can see a 15 families and Iris just cowering against the ridgeline, slowly calming down after what you recognize to be the telltale signs of gunpowder panic. What do you do?
Is there still a possibility of the crater growing and swallowing the families?
From if you leave it like a heartbeat, 2 heartbeats, it has stopped expanding. It's just the edges of it, where it's already weakest, it's just dropping away. But it's not getting bigger. It's not going to swallow up the ruins or the villages themselves. They are at a safe distance.
I'm going to use my little unarmored, very big, fluffy kind of appearance to try to calm down like any children that are in the neighborhood and families, and just like try to guide them to safety, to make sure that they're all okay, and to be completely clear that nobody's going to die, not on my watch.
Why don't you roll the d20 and add your presence, please? If you have the skill Persuade, you can add your experience bonus,
Yep.
which is +1 at this level.
It's a 16.
16. Okay, yeah, you calm down a couple of the children who are understandably panicked by everything that's happening right now, and you and Iris can gently usher. And I said shepherd. That's a different thing in Pugmire. Usher the villagers away from this like convex surface onto the much more level like stone. 10 feet down the hill, where the path you followed to get back up here, essentially. Meanwhile, in the hole, I believe Maya's on 1 hit point.
On 4.
Ah, cool. And there were a handful of villagers with you, all of the horses, and a figure in the shadow kind of just waving, going, hello. Hello.
How far away am I from Beretta? Because that's what I came down here for before I went splat.
You're about 20 feet away from Beretta.
I'm gonna go over to her and just see if she's okay.
How are you looking, Beretta?
I did make this save last time, so I would like to think I landed on a number of paws, but not very softly.
No, everyone landed hard, if I recall correctly.
Howie.
Yeah, so without making a cunning test, check, she looks bruised, but you're feeling worse off than she looks, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
The villagers, however, you can tell, I believe one was unmoving and two were like really stiffly moving and groaning.
No, no. What can we do about like patching people up?
So there is the ability to stabilize someone who's dying, and you can also help a character can lick their wounds once per scene, if they wish.
Ryan, how much damage did I take from that fall again? I remember you rolling 6, but I made the save.
So
But
it'd be 3. You take half
okay,
damage.
thank you.
No worries.
Okay. Ow.
Okay, yeah, I want to help the villagers as much as I can
Okay.
that are down here.
So we could do this one of 2 ways. You can make, well, I guess one of 3 ways. You can make one heal check for all three of them, just to figure out what's wrong, or get them back on the feet if necessary. You can make one per, which obviously allows you to technically a greater chance of success. Or if you want to spend 1 fortune, you can just automatically succeed and help those that can be helped. Which
Is
is
anybody opposed to spending a fortune point?
How many fortune points do you have in total?
you have
Just
3
so I can
right now.
put down a die. 3. Okay.
And we can always get more before the end, so yeah, let's patch up the people and then we'll try to figure out a way to either get out of here or go forward in order to go back
For sure.
to the surface.
It's the work of a few moments to figure out that the two who are conscious and moving are mostly in the same situation you are. They're bruised, battered, a bit dazed, but they are gonna live. The one that isn't moving isn't dead, but is going to need serious medical attention soon. You can get them conscious, but looking around, you need to grab detritus, just debris, large shards of glass, probably not those, bits of. It's weird for an empty place such as this, and as you're looking around, shards of glass go skittering across the floor, rubbish. Everything just kind of echoes off of this huge ceiling above you. There's a hole in it now, but still a huge empty space. There's a fortune in plastic, and to the point where it's the most plentiful material you have on hand to fashion a splint for a broken leg, to make a walking stick, like a cane for the person who needs help, or a stretcher if you wanted to go that route. It's one of those where you feel like you're being a bad dog by using it for such a mundane purpose. You do also find, and Beretta, you can see this too, as that you have a moment to look around, almost directly beneath where you think the center of this now ragged wound in the fabric of this building was, there's a... It's weird. It looks like a bear trap, but imagine if someone had extended the teeth with chicken wire, so it formed a cage. And within it is this translucent, shimmering mass that's trying to force itself out through the gaps in the wire. Sorry. And it gets so far, and then the elasticity of whatever it's made from pulls it back together, and it kind of recoils and sways for a moment in the middle of the trap, and then tries to get out a different way. This could have been the loud noise that you heard at dawn.
Okay. Also, is that thing still waving at me?
Yep. It's just there. Hello. Hello.
I get closer to
There's a horrible grating sound as the arm just kind of lowers. Welcome. How may I assist you today?
What are you?
File not found. How may I assist you today?
Just turn around and leave. I do not have the non-concussion brains for this, I think.
That's you hear a horrible whirring, grinding sound from behind you as you walk away from it.
Mm.
And they say gunpowder is bad. Ugh.
I'm going to fashion like a sled type of thing, like a stretcher to drag behind me for the nearly dead person
Yep.
out of the plastic.
As you are a hunter, I'm not going to ask you to roll. That seems like something you've probably had to make before.
Yeah, like a slidey sled. And for everybody else, if they need it, I'll make them like a, cane type of thing so they can all come with us as we try to get out of here. Because I don't think we're going to be able to levitate ourselves out of the hole.
Fantastic. Meanwhile, outside of the hole, the empty holes, Iris and Freya, what are you doing?
I'm sharing the last of my rations with the people, just to make sure that they're okay. And for the adults that are a little bit too shaken, I'm just going to take like little glasses and from the barrel of alcohol around my neck, just like little shots against the cold and the fear, so they get a little bit of energy and bravery. Also, going to try maybe give like a little speech of it. I don't know what happened, but it looks bad. But this is not the end of the world. You will get through this. I'm going to make sure of it.
Okay.
I think I'm going to take a glass of what you are offering, Freya, because so you notice that I am visibly still shaken from the gunshot. I have my face covered in kind of salt because I tried to bless myself with magic enough to shake myself from the fear, but I couldn't. So I gratefully accept the shot of alcohol.
I will give him a little bit of a bigger glass and like take like the bottom of my robes, like give a little spit on it, like just clean his face off.
Well, thank you, Freya. But Maya and Beretta, they fell down with some horses and some people. We need to help them. Do you have a rope
Dude.
with you?
I don't have a rope, but I will manage something. Can I use my survival to maybe look for some like vines or something I can twist into a rope?
Yeah, sure. Make a cunning test, and you can add your experience bonus of check. Got to stop saying test. Check, and you can add +1 to it for your experience bonus.
That's a natural 20.
Fantastic. Yeah, you can find enough material. There are also wagons that you can scavenge through to find that will almost certainly have rope on them. So you
also, is it like a dead drop down or is it more of like a slope ish?
It's a dead drop.
Okay.
But you find enough fibrous material and rope to tie together a long enough rope to like attach securely to something and then drop down the hole, if that's what you're aiming to do.
Yes, perfect.
I think that before that, I'm going to crawl to the ledge and peer downward to see if people are still there and hopefully alive.
Yeah.
I'm going to call Maya, Beretta. You're there.
You hear that?
Yep, you can hear that coming from the not pre-dawn, the post-dawn. There we go. The post-dawn light as the sun rises. You can look up and see Iris on the very edge of this hole, and the hole is, now that it's stabilized, now it's no longer collapsing. It's curiously square-shaped.
Hmm.
Iris,
Cool.
you can see, because you aren't being blinded by the sun
Yes.
behind you, that the hole has where the surface that this grass has grown on is resting on top of just huge metal beams. It has stopped collapsing inwards, and they're just in a grid-like pattern, you assume, based on the shape of the hole in front of you.
Okay. So the beams are apparent, and we could use them to maybe attach some ropes or something to facilitate.
Yeah, they've got huge rivets sticking out of them at regular intervals.
How far it is?
I think I said 30 feet last time, so we'll stay with that, which is about 10 meters.
Okay. Yeah, that's a big drop.
So with the rope we already made, we can like use some of the beams to make like a little platform to get like the wounded up.
Yeah. Let's let those guys go first. And then maybe you guys should come down here. Because there's some weird stuff
Yeah.
down here.
I'm on the moment like getting my big fluffy ass down there.
Yeah, I think. Do I see the person who is? I mean, the dog who is injured?
Yes, very very much so. They're on a makeshift stretcher.
I can heal them if I go down.
Yeah. And then we probably need at least one person to be able to pull them up. I feel like it might even be easier to pull them up on the stretcher with both of you up there as opposed to you coming down only having one person and then the person that can maybe walk after being healed. Yeah, let's get this person up carefully.
Yep.
Okay, then I will, if it's possible, if it's allowed, I will reiterate. Just throw the rope down, like make sure it's fastened. I will pull it up.
Yep. Let's have a cunning or intellect check from whoever is tying the rope to the stretcher to make sure that you tie it correctly.
I will try.
Fantastic. If you have survive, you can add your experience bonus to it.
Oh my goodness. Why do I keep rolling ones?
Would you like to spend a fortune to re-roll?
Yeah, I don't want this person to go
You-
splat
You are
because of
very
my
allowed
terrible
to do that.
not tying skills. Let's try that again. All right. That will be a 9.
Okay, 1, thank you for
Well-
getting all of these out of the way before tomorrow's game. And 2, Josie, you were going to say something?
Yeah, we don't want to like some Final Destination type deaths going on.
Yeah.
Fortunately, with a 9, they don't get high enough into the air before the knot unravels and they fall back to the ground. Like, they groan in pain, but
Oopsie.
they don't take any further damage.
All right.
I also want to point out that this entire conversation is you're having to yell this conversation, and your voices, Maya and Beretta's voices, are just echoing throughout this entire area.
Creepy.
Well, no one's coming to get us or anything, so that's good. Beretta, do you want to try tying a knot? You were so good at it before with the rope bridge.
I will yell down like, if you need help tying shit, I'm here.
I'll manage, thank you. I think. And I am also going to try and tie a knot, I guess. We already have rope, right? A second rope would not help.
Well, it depends how you're tying the the stretcher to the first rope.
Would it help
I
the
was-
roll?
It would make it easier. It would lower the difficulty of the roll, yes, if you use 2 ropes.
Yes. Yes, I have another 50-foot rope that I would love to use in this situation because I don't want to drop a dog.
Fantastic. Please
30
make
feet down.
a wisdom or an
Irita, do you want me
cunning,
to
sorry.
sprinkle some salt onto you for a small blessing?
Am I in range?
40 feet.
Do a little salt
Yeah.
bay down the hole.
Just take the bag and just like throw it down.
Bless me,
Exactly.
idiots, bless me.
Yes.
Alex in my
Seasoning with
eyes,
the
fuck.
crumbs.
So you get. I'm going to bless all 3 of you because I can bless 3 characters. So for 1 minute, you can roll once 1d4 when you make a d20 check.
Thanks for the salt in my eye.
It really makes this easier.
Somehow it helps.
You are the salt of the earth.
It's for your own good.
So I add a d4.
Yes.
Make and you can use cunning or intellect, whichever you prefer, and if you are proficient in survive, you can add that.
That is a 12 plus a 3. That's it. Yeah,
Cool.
that's 15.
Yeah, you with the second rope, you can kind of like wrap it around almost like a gift bow, so that the stretcher's not going to slip or fall from any side, and attach that to the main rope. Who is pulling that up at the top?
I'm gonna do that because I have brute strength.
Fantastic.
On all lifting and pulling.
This would be a might check.
Yes, which is also very good for me because I have a +2 on might. Also have the +4 on this. The +1d4.
You can use it there if
Yep.
you want.
Yep. Oh, I can use it once
Yes.
in a minute,
Yes.
but I'm gonna make sure that that boy doesn't die. So I'm gonna use it.
I can cast it at will, so
Yep.
if we need
Yep.
it again, I will sprinkle more salt on you. It's fine.
That's 27.
Fantastic. You it is the work of minutes to slowly and carefully, with as little jostling as possible, pull this stretcher bearing the villager up. And you get them to the edge, and then with Erisa's help, kind of pull them up over the lip without the razor sharp glass cutting the rope, them or you. Maya and Beretta, what are you doing while Fryer is carefully pulling this injured person up out of the hole?
Standing like this. No, I'm kidding. I
So
guess
how
we have
many
to
people are left?
There are 2 people and a couple of horses that are just, because they're injured, kind of limping slowly around the area.
We gotta take care of these horses.
Yeah, horses with broken legs.
That's why I think maybe hopefully there's a way out of here if we go forward.
I really hope so, and even then, horses aren't made for sitting or lying down.
Yeah, and we can't pull them up because that would be crazy. They're too heavy.
If their legs don't get mended non-naturally, I don't think they're going to make it.
Yeah. All right. So 2 people that are left here, would you like to be pulled out like this person? Or do you want to come with us into the,
They share a look out into the vast echoing darkness of the building beyond the circle of sunlight that you've got. One of them glances at whatever it was that Beretta was talking to. You can still hear that kind of grating sound, and it is kind of leaning forwards in your direction. But it appears to be trapped by rubble or something around its feet. And then, oh no, we'd like to go up, please.
All right. That's what I would recommend as well. Okay, so you guys go next, and then I'm gonna bandage up these horses as best I can. I can also handle animal. Hopefully that'll help. And then we'll see what's in the trap, and we will see what's up with that weird dude that I saw you talking to.
And maybe get the rest down as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. And you guys are coming down here.
Don't
First, get the rest upstairs.
All right.
They
Let's
are.
hoist in these two peeps.
They're relatively able-bodied, so they can help. So there's no need to roll to get them out. It's just a question of time. There's no chance of drama happening. So yeah, you get them out. By this point, it's like half an hour past sunrise. The sun is starting to get bright and slowly kind of widen as it rises. It's widening the area that you can see in this building, whatever it is, ruin of man. And obviously it's slowly starting to move as the angle of the sun changes. But you can see more of it now, and beyond the immediate reach of the hole above you, where there's just huge shards of glass have shattered into 1,000 pieces. You can see wooden benches, trees that have somehow flourished in the dark and have lush green leaves, and are surrounded by gravel and large stone pots. You can see doors, windows, and here and there just signs that maybe man was once here. That you can see that man's art that has been found in other ruins on the walls. You can see that telltale cracked globes and tubes of what in better preserved ruins have been sources of illumination.
Oh, cool.
But it all kind of just fades away beyond the limits of your vision.
Before I go down, I'm just gonna find some able-bodied men or women to get some water, find some food, and make sure that they make a little encampment so they are safe until we get back.
Mhm.
And then I will join the rest of the party.
Okay. Are you? Sorry.
I'm going to do more or less the same. I want to check first that the injured one that we pulled up is not going to die in the next hour.
Okay. That'd be a cunning check. If you have the heal, you can add your experience bonus to the roll.
I do. That's a 7. I'm a very good doctor.
Even with a 7, obviously that's meta knowledge. You don't think they're going to die within the hour. Getting them out safely has helped, and there is an entire village of people here to look after them.
Okay, so I go down the conscience clear.
Fantastic. The rope hanging behind you, you join Freya, Maya, that rhymes, and Beretta on the floor of this strange ruin. You stand, the four of you stand in a shard kind of filled circle. The strange creature still grinding away in its pile of debris. Whatever it is in the trap is still trying to get out of the trap.
Can I try to pull open the trap?
You can. Make a might roll, please.
Does that count as a pulling check, or is it just pure might?
With regards to what?
Because I have the refinement. When I'm pulling or lifting, I have a boon on checks.
Oh yeah, this will be pulling. So yeah, you absolutely have a boon. So roll 2d20 and take the higher result.
That's 16 plus 2. That's an 18.
Fantastic. Yeah, you put both solid paws on either side of the really crudely made join, where the jaws of the trap just kind of mesh and wrench it apart. There is a moment of triumph. You could savor this, and then the creature lunges for you. Please bear with me 1 second. Does a 22 beat your defense?
No. Yes, it does. A double does.
You take 5 points of blunt damage as this creature, whatever it is, engulfs you.
Excuse me? Thank you very much, I guess.
How big is it?
It's about half the size of Friar, so it's not like a full body engulf. It's just kind of like head and chest area.
Oh, great.
And it looks, for real world analog, it looks like it's kind of like a clear jellyfish, kind of that kind of vibe, except solid. Like it's not.
It looks ungrateful. That's what it looks like.
It's a plastic bird blowing in the wind.
But this would be the perfect time to roll initiative. Would you
Alright.
believe?
Fantastic. I get to roll with a boon.
Oh, nice.
I got 10.
That is 20.
Okay.
Nice.
I rolled a 20 and a 2.
I also got
I
20.
I have a 3.
Okay.
Please don't use a blunderbuss on my face.
Are Iris and or Beretta adding anything to their 20? Or is that you because you have an initiative score on your character sheet?
I have a 4 that I need to add still. So 24, I guess?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you go first. So initiative in this is called, what is it? Popcorn, I think, in other systems.
Yep.
You choose who acts after you. So right now there are 3 of you kind of in a loose semicircle around this trap, with Friar immediately in front of the trap and the creature on. What are Friar's pronouns, Ryan?
It's a very much him. It's
cool.
It's a very big lug of.
Yeah, this creature is eating Friar's head essentially.
Yeah.
Now, see, this is something I am not allowed to shoot. I won't say I can't shoot it, but I probably shouldn't.
It's your choice.
I'm not gonna headshot Friar Pot, like possibly. I'm not gonna do that. That is animal cruelty at that point. I guess if I can do that in 1 turn, I would like to go into melee range.
You absolutely can.
I have gloves with me that I'm probably wearing anyway. I don't know if it's like toxic to the touch or anything, and I would take my dagger and try to somehow tear this thing apart.
Yep. Please make an attack roll.
Dagger is with agility, I think. Otherwise, I wouldn't have taken it.
Yeah, I believe you can use either.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a +4 on your character sheet.
That is a 9 plus 4 is 13.
Should be +5 because you had your experience bonus to the.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, then it is 14.
14?
Math.
Which is good because 14 is the exact number you need to hit this creature.
Let's go.
So go ahead and roll your damage. It'll be 1d4 plus 5, I think. I'll double check.
I don't know. I just put down 1d4.
Yeah, it should be. I believe. 1d4 plus your agility plus your experience bonus.
Oh, okay, in that sense. I didn't have enough room to note that down on the fill. But I rolled a 4. That's a 9 in total. Oh, I am going to get the biggest karma later. I'm scared.
It's gonna happen.
Can turn that into food.
9, you said.
Yes.
Fantastic. The dagger goes in deep, carving out just a gelid chunk of the creature, which it is diminished. Like bits of it are dropping to the floor, but the wound, the slice that you've taken out of it does slowly fill back in as the creature's nature is just it's jelly, but it's alive.
So is it diminished in volume?
Yes, it has lost stamina points.
Okay.
That's good.
That's all
But
I wanted to hear.
Like
Thank you.
aesthetically, narratively, the wound is resealing itself just because of the material this creature's made from.
Mhm. Okay, who wants initiative?
Can I hit myself in the face?
No, but you can bite.
You can try to get out of it if you wish.
I'll toss initiative to Ren.
Okay. What would you like to do? This is a D&D D20 inherited system, so if you can do it in D&D, you can probably do it in this just slightly differently to the way you think.
Yeah, like the thing, like it would be like simple, like I'm gonna like hit the creature, but my face is there.
Yes, you are paralyzed while the creature is on you.
What does paralyzed do?
I will find the conditions list and read it out for you. You cannot speak, you cannot take actions, move actions, supplemental actions, free actions, or reflexive actions. You automatically fail agility and might tests and attack rolls.
Then don't give the roll to me.
The only thing you can do is tests, which are the equivalent of saving throws.
Then I would rather the others first try, because
You can try to
else it
get
would
out
just
of
be
it,
like-
though, right?
Yeah,
You
it
can
is.
try-
It's a test to escape from this creature. So
but if they kill it, I'm also saved.
yeah, that's true.
All right, I'll take a shot. I have a great club, and I will smack it away as best I can.
Okay.
So, how do you do an attack roll again?
D20 plus your attack modifier.
Oh, okay. Symbols. That'll be 17. to hit.
Yeah, 17 hits. Please make your damage roll.
That'll be a 6.
Okay, 15 damage taken total. And again, like you swing the great club, and it does impact. You know that you're dealing damage to this creature, but it's like hitting jelly or custard with a blunt object. It just ripples from the point of impact. You do drive the club quite deeply into it to the point where you almost do hit Friar, but the creature's mass itself prevents you from actually harming your ally.
Does it make like a wet slapping noise or something?
It does make a
that
wet
would be
slapping
funny.
noise.
Maybe we should eat it. It looks delicious.
Who would you like to pass the initiative to?
I will give it to Edie's.
So I think I'm going just to bless everyone, my 3 comrades, notably to help, hopefully, Friar free himself, and the others to kill the ugly jelly.
Mhm.
And I'm just going to step away a bit because I don't want to have any of that stuff on me.
Fair.
Get out of splash zone.
No, don't splash me. And so I think for the next initiative, well, I think I can only pass it to the jelly, right?
Friar.
Fire. Oh, I'm sorry. So I pass it to Fire.
Yeah, so the only thing you can do while paralyzed is basically make tests. Fortunately, it is a test to escape. So it's a vitality test.
Oh, that's my
And you got
thingy
1d4.
that I'm good at.
Yes, if it's marked, you
also-
have a boon on the roll.
Oh, boon.
Mhm.
Oh, nice. 19. No, plus a d4. Wait. That's a 24.
Okay, yeah, no, you
Oh, sorry. Abroad. 21. I am bad at math. I'm sorry.
It's all good. 14 was the number you needed, so you're still well above that. You like grab it from, you force your hands out and just grab it and pull it from you, and yeah, you rip it almost in two and throw it to the floor, and it like slorps back into shape. That is unfortunately your turn, and it does pass to the thing. It makes its reflexive action. As
It eats me again.
it does not get bigger. As the creature, whatever it is, reforms, it before it was kind of this amorphous blob almost, but now it becomes a cube, and you can see the each of the faces is vibrating as if a sound is being passed through it. You are, however, just the closest to it. Oh, hang on 1 second. I need to do something else for it first. Okay, we're good on that front. Yes, you are the closest creature to it, so it's just going to attack you. It's not smart, let's say. 10 versus your defense.
It misses with my magical 11 defense.
Fantastic. So yeah, it rears. It's a cube. Rises slightly and then plows towards you, pushing the like glass out of the way that was there, and does try to slam against you, but you sidestep at the last moment. However, it is just passing the initiative back to itself because it can. And as it kind of turns, not only like externally, it's still very much a cube, but internally, you can see this like pyramidal icicle forming. And could you make an agility test, please?
A 14.
14? That is exactly the number you needed. It once more, it tries to engulf you within its mass, and you can feel the just cold radiating off of it. And as it tries to wrap itself around you, you feel the like deep bassy thrum of thunder, but you push it off to one side. And why not pass the initiative back to you?
I'm gonna slightly angry. I'm just gonna take my club and just gonna smack it down on the creature. That's 19 to hit.
Yes, that hits. Please make your damage roll.
That is 15 damage.
Okay, Snake's taken 30 damage. It is. What are you attacking with?
A maul.
Fantastic. Massive spike club slams into it. Huge globs of whatever this creature's made from go kind of spattering all across the immediate area. And as they do, they lose the strangely vibrating and like ice cool touch of the main body and just turn into this almost plastic-like substance that just kind of dries and crinkles. It's still alive, for want of a better word, but it is incredibly damaged. Who do you want to pass the initiative to?
I'm gonna pass it to. I'm sorry, I in-game forgot her name, but to Maya.
Okay. I'm gonna smash it with my great club. Smash, smash, smash.
Please make your attack roll.
Yeah. Okay, 5. Never mind.
Would you believe that does not hit?
I missed. It's just so gelatinous.
It's it's still kind of wobbling back into shape, and you swing for it as it kind of bends back into a much diminished cube shape.
Beretta, shoot it! Shoot her!
I really don't think I should shoot it.
No, please,
So
by all
Stab it.
means.
it's a waste of shrapnel because if I use my blunderbuss, I have to roll to see if I have to get new ammo, right?
For one shot, I won't make that. I won't. make
Okay,
you do
because
that.
I will collect glass shards to make shrapnel out of. I am not afraid to make like weapons of war crimes. Guess I'll shoot it for shits and giggles.
Okay.
Has blunderbuss also with agility, so that's a +5 again on my modifier, I think.
Yeah, agility and your experience bonus.
That's an 11 +4 +1. That hits.
Mm-hmm.
And then I roll a d12. I cannot add a bless to damage? No?
No, it was only for the attack roll.
Why do we even keep you around with this? No, I'm kidding. That is a mediocre 6 plus my modifier again, which is 5 for agility and experience bonus. So that is 11. And you can all roll something really nice.
I was going to say, I have two questions. One, could everyone, apart from Beretta, roll me a presence test with a boon, please?
Here we go again.
Nowhere's a gun.
I swear it's not that scary. Also, peeking out from a hood, this long nose and this long barrel.
7.
You can, if you
Double
still have
eight.
bless.
What does plus do?
I promise that you can't roll high enough on the d4.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got
okay.
7, 8 from Ren.
No, double 18.
Oh, and Iris.
7.
Fantastic. So Iris and Maya, you both fail the gunpowder panic.
And
Second question, Beretta, how would you like to kill this creature?
I would like to partially sink my blunderbuss into the jelly and then fire it.
Fantastic. You pull the trigger, and what I can only describe as an explosion of cellophane, cling film, saran wrap, whatever you want to call it, just erupts in the immediate vicinity of your blunderbuss barrel, and just thin fragments of, again, almost plastic-like material glide slowly through the air like snowfall.
gross.
And then from somewhere up in the roof, in the shadows, beyond the sunlight, they killed it. They did. And then the sound of wing beats. There's something flies away.
Even though I haven't reloaded yet, just instinctively.
What was that?
Something that flies. Also, Maya, next time that you ask me to shoot something, be prepared for it.
Yeah, apparently I wasn't expecting that. It's just so scary and loud. Ah!
This does seem like a natural breakpoint if anyone wants a quick bio break.
I just want to ask, I can still listen because I can take my headphones everywhere, but I need to take a break to the gentleman's room.
we could take a 5-minute break if everyone wants to.
Yeah.
Good.
Fantastic. We will be back in 5 minutes or so. we are back. In the seconds that pass after this creature is vaporized, essentially, the gunpowder panic that floods Maya and Iris with adrenaline fades, and you're left in this vast, cavernous space alone.
Before we do anything else, I want to help the horsies bandage them up.
Okay,
They're coming with us.
that is fine. Does anyone want to lick their wounds?
Oh, yeah, maybe we should do that before we commence.
Wait, like literally lick their wounds?
Or metaphorically? It's up to you. It's a cunning check. If you're proficient in heal, you can add your experience bonus. Difficulty 15, and if you succeed, you restore 1d4 stamina points.
Are there open wounds that I might disinfect with alcohol with a survive check?
No, it was crushing you.
I'm gonna
Then,
lick my wound.
all I can is when they don't survive, turn them into rations.
Eat the job.
I'm a doctor. Do you want me to take a look at you, Friar? Or Maya, do you want me to help you with the horses?
I mean, I guess we can only lick our wounds once per day, but I'm cool with doing mine now and
Once per
getting-
scene.
Oh, okay. Well, yes, do that. I'll do that. And what did you say it was? A cunning roll?
Yeah, if you're proficient in heal, you can add your experience bonus.
And there's no negative side to this, like if you fail, you just fail.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Iris can help, right? With some blessing.
Yeah. Actually, I can do even better. If we have some time, I can rub salt in your wounds to magically heal your wounds. The thing is that so I can cast Cure Wounds without spending spell points, but that would take me 10 minutes per Cure Wounds.
Oh.
So
Yeah, let's just do that.
ritual. Okay.
So yeah.
Good.
Friar
Dog
doesn't
ritual.
pretend to be wounded, but you can see that the face clamping left him with a bloody nose and
Yeah,
a rearranged spine.
Freya, I'm going to rub salt on your wounds, but it's a good salt. It's a sun salt, the salt of life.
That's okay.
One,
You're seasoning me.
Yes, exactly.
1 10-minute
Marinate me.
Himalayan salt massage later.
Yes.
Please tell me that your lantern is also like a salt lamp, because that would be hilarious.
Of course. Of course.
It's pink.
So if you want to take the 10 minutes to do that, that's fine by me. There's
Yeah, I mean, if we take 30 minutes, I can cast 1 Cure Wounds on each of you,
Let's do it.
and you will gain 1d8 plus 2 stamina points.
Here. 1d8.
Wait, do we have to roll? Do you have to roll?
as long as someone rolls, it really doesn't matter.
I'm rolling my own points.
Oh, well, man.
Yeah, so that if you roll a 1, it will be your 1.
Yeah.
That's a 4.
1d8 plus
Wait,
what?
it's
Plus 2.
well, then I am full health again.
So am I.
Rolled another one.
I think Bliss is just rolling all my ones.
Ah.
Also, I am still kicking the slimy shit that ate my face.
Yeah, every time you touch the strange plastic-like residue of this creature's corpse, it just disintegrates on contact.
Also, the trap it was in, could it be recycled?
I mean, well, like reset it to use it again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can swing it around on a chain like that
Exactly.
hillbilly zombie from Cabin in the Woods.
What is wrong with you all?
The thing is, I tried to be good and save people, but then they ate my face. So now we will put traps on a stick and hit people.
Friar, have you considered putting the liquor down for just once and not freeing things from traps that they might just be in for a reason?
It might have been a nice monster in a trap. I wonder
Yeah,
how long
like,
it was in
like-
there for.
Like everything went down the thing, we saved everyone, and then I saw a creature in a trap. Like my first response, like save the creature. Because even if it was bad, if you save it, most of the times they will be grateful
Could have been
and not
funny.
eat my face.
Face paw.
All right.
Snoop
Well-
Paw with a borzoi.
I'm at
Like,
7 out of
extended.
10 now, so even though I rolled 11, I'm much better.
So, can I roll to reset the trap and then give it to? So, Maya, what's your in-game name again?
It's Maya.
Also Maya.
No.
No,
Okay, your real name is.
my real name is Bliss. My character's name is Maya.
Well then, I will try to reset the trap and give it to Maya.
Oh yeah, it's resetting. If you reset the trap and Maya jostles it, it will just trigger again.
Oh.
Or it has the risk of triggering again, I should say. Like, they're not hair trigger, but
Then
Yeah.
can I try to put a twig in between the trigger to like give it a little bit of more of a trigger on hits instead of a
yeah, sure.
trigger on movements?
I won't ask for a roll for that. So you can just reset it because it's just pull the things aside and then hook the plate essentially.
Yep.
And then you can wedge the hook so it's more securely attached to the plate and won't just come off randomly. Easily done, no roll required. And there's plenty of plastic and detritus lying around that you can
And
fashion some kind of weapon from it. Sure.
Thank you.
Or you can just use it as a trap, you know?
Yeah, you can just put it on the ground.
Yeah. If something's coming after us or something, we can put it down and run.
Then when you run back, watch your feet.
Yeah.
Whatever was in the rafters does not return in the half hour that you are doing this. Oh, that reminds me. Bliss, if you want to lick your wounds, you still have that option available to you, even though you had cure wounds, because I know you went back up to full health.
I'm not at full health, but yeah, I'll lick my wounds just to get up to full health. Why
Like the
not?
salt.
It's one per scene. Might as well use it. Alright. What did you say it was? A cunning.
Cunning test check. If you have heal, you can add your experience bonus.
Well, I had a boon on that, so I rolled a 5 and a 6.
Cool.
Yay!
So it's fail, but there's no punishment for failing. Just
Yeah,
for
worth a
the
try.
avoidance of doubt for the people watching, as this is to support a Backerkit for campaign for Pugmire Unleashed. It was an OL2 creature. It was not technically appropriate for level 1 characters. I just felt like doing it. Also, it's not designed as a solo encounter, so I felt that your chances were good, let's say.
He handled it. Nobody died. Or even got hurt, actually.
It does not have the legendary.
Friar got a little hurt.
Yes, so half an hour later, as you have that half hour, I'm not going to make you roll to calm the horses, and you can get the reins that they were all tied together with, and you have 3 injured horses. Anyone who wants to look them over can make it will be cunning check with if you're proficient in heal, you can add your experience bonus to that.
That's 16.
16. You don't think any of them have broken bones. At worst, there is a sprain. Horses, however, are notoriously fragile, so a sprain is still kind of bad, but it could be worse.
Can we craft how do you call that in
Splint.
English? A splint, yes.
Yes, there's enough loose material lying around that you could splint this horse's leg. That's fine.
Or one of
Alright.
these.
They're coming with us.
Yeah, so you're currently in a darkened hall. You can't see past like 100 feet or so. That would be 30 meters, 33 meters. Do you have a source of illumination with you? Is the first question.
I have a torch. I
Fantastic.
will light it.
I have a hooded lantern.
Fantastic. And the second question is which directions you go. Let's say for ease, north would be kind of towards the mountain, south would be back towards the village and like the path you took up here, and then east and west would take you to various ridge lines.
Okay. Well, I want to just head towards the thingy, the wavy thingy, and maybe see if we can get something out of it.
Oh yeah, it's still there. It's
Hello, friend.
hello. Hello.
All right, let's see if we can elicit some kind of response out of it by asking the correct questions. What is this place?
This is Sunrise Mall.
Do I know what the word mall means?
A place of worship.
Uh,
I start bending and worshiping the sun.
Fantastic. The only mall you're aware of, Maya, is the giant spiky club, somewhat akin to what Fryer wields.
This is not a mall, sir. This is a location. This is a mall. Well, not this, but Friar's got one. I think this thing is busted.
If you are looking for a specific location, I can help.
Where is the chapel?
We have a multi-faith center on the second floor.
Oh.
And then it kind of starts giving directions, but there's just a burst of static behind them as if we would recognize it as data corruption. But-
Where are we now? What is this area of the mall?
This is the food court.
I don't see any food.
Is
What, you
that
mean
thing
the jelly?
implying? Is that thing implying we should eat the horses?
No!
Oh,
Don't eat the horses.
Eating horse in Belgium is kind of just a regular thing, so we're kind of desensitized to it.
but does that mean that the thing we killed was food?
Hey,
Everybody
wavy
eats
thing,
food if you
where's
try
the
hard
exit?
enough.
So when Iris asked about if it was food, it was unknown to my systems. And then it turns to Beretta. The nearest exit is 500 meters that way. And it gestures kind of, again, south is not the right direction, but it serves for our purposes. I just can't be bothered to figure out correct north-south alignments of locations.
I look confused to Beretta and just like points up the chasm.
You can fly, Friar. I guess we can
There's a
climb the
rope.
rope. But we can't get the horses up with the rope. That's why we have to head in the direction that this weird guy is telling us to go in.
Do you
That's what I think we should do.
require emergency veterinary assistance?
Yes. Let's see how it does with
So
this request.
in-game, this sounds like the screeching of 1,000 damned souls escaping from hell. Outer game is the dial-up noise.
Yeah.
I am
signal
just
not
old
found.
enough to know what that is. I'm just old enough.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think it's better if you don't know what it is. Because like a huge part of the mystery of Pugmire is what happened to man, and I'm just using this as touchstones so that we all have a frame of reference. Because I'm not making that noise. My partner's in this room with me, and I don't want her to hit me.
This is what happens when you don't say sorry to Siri and thank you to Siri. We all die, and the dogs take over.
Signal not found. Apologies.
I think instinctively, even though Beretta does not know what like a robot or like an animatronic is, she will perform percussive maintenance and give it a smack on the head.
Okay.
Because I'm tired. Stop it, you're making weird noise.
Sure. Make a might check, please.
Ah, yes, might. I am not very mighty. That's a 2. There's my bad roll. Let's go.
Please do not assault Sunrise Mall property. Your hand just kind of. There's a hollow thud, and your hand just stings.
All right.
Fryer is gonna like walk inside a bit more and actually ignore the chattering thing that doesn't help very much.
Are you going in the direction of the purported exit, which is the direction of the path, above that you took?
No, I'm going to the dark and glassy.
Well, you're basically in the middle of a food court, so you've got a vast expanse of empty space around you.
Well, I'm going to a space that's not the exit. Just try and find out. Oh, you can pick actually a direction that makes more sense. I'm just going to go somewhere that I might get some loot or something.
Yeah, you can collect some plastic and pile it up on the horse. We'll be rich.
Oh yeah. Ren, I don't know if you managed to look through the rulebook. Plastic is the currency of the realms.
Yep, I know.
Cool. I mean, you've been given an apparent way out. Presumably, there's stuff to loot along the way. Judging by the bounty around you in this relatively small area of sunlight, there's almost certainly a lot more to find here.
I'd go into the way that there is more to find because there is a way out. I put a rope down, so I am intrigued by what's here. So I might take the courageous way and try to find more.
Okay. You strike off in a direction away from the exit. Which would you like, northeast or west?
East.
You head east. You make it about 15 or so meters before you see the far wall of whatever this food court room thing is. And you can see the vacant facades of small shops with like metal sheets in front of the windows, but with like awnings above them and names and things, all written in the ancient language of man. And then they kind of meet, come into your field of vision, and between them is a corridor, huge, like the height of this room, with 2 balconies running across it. And to one side is a flight of stairs leading up, strange metal, scored as if some huge creature has used its claws to pull itself up. And then a path on this level as well, heading straight east.
My head tells me to go deeper and find more, but I will whistle to the rest of the group we can find fortune over here. This could help the rest of the village that got ruined. I can smell the plastic from over here.
Yeah, that's true. If we collect enough plastic, we can spend it on the village to help them rebuild. Cool. I just have one more question for this weirdo. Can you tell me the history of this place? Who was it made by and when? And do you have any like archival shenanigans that? Because I am curious.
It starts rattling off dates, names, locations that you have no frame of context for.
Yeah, I'm like, oh wow, very cool. If I were some kind of humanities scholar, I would write all this down and write a paper on it. Very interesting. All right. Yeah, I think that satiates my curiosity. We're definitely in a human ruin, and there is plastic abound. Let's go get some, and I will head off in the direction that Friar went. Come on,
Hey.
horses.
Clanker, how long have you been standing here?
It pauses, and this is the first time that there hasn't been this faint hum of static emanating from it. Calculating. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, and repeat ad infinitum.
Wow.
That's not how runtime works, right?
I think you cause it to get stuck.
Nine. And it just kind of flops. Its two arms resting limp.
Looks like
Well,
it's been
fuck you
down here for
too.
only 9 years. That's what I'm gathering from this.
And then, hello. Hello.
It has reset.
What a strange contraption.
I kind of want to put it out of its misery. Like, should we smash it?
No. It's a property of the altar of the sunrise. You don't smash it. No.
Okay, I'll just let it
Yeah.
exist. I wonder if I don't really understand that it's not alive, right? Like, so
No, as far as you know, it's just this weird creature that lives alone in
Yeah.
the dark.
so I feel bad for it, but yeah, we'll let it live in its weird existence. I hope that it finds peace.
I flip it off before leaving.
I'm going to award Alan 1 fortune, which is shared for the commitment to this. It pleases me.
It's a cultural trait of the reptiles that they worship the sun, so it's nice. Thanks.
Yeah, but things like that, they're easy to just have in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you head east to follow Friar?
Yep.
Same scene. Kind of vacant, shuttered storefronts leading on the left and the right of a corridor with a flight of stairs leading to the two balconies that cross it.
Are these horses equipped with anything like? I mean, I think I'll fashion some kind of like saddlebag out of something, so that I can collect plastic.
Yep, that's fine.
Pile it on.
They didn't have saddlebags on because they were taken off overnight. But they're used to, they are working horses. They're used to carrying loads and pulling weight.
All right, yeah, I'll fashion something out of something and I'll strap it to him so we can collect some stuff. Sorry, horses. You still have to work even if you are injured. Good horse. Kitty butt.
It was going to happen eventually. You have a cat.
And she was playing with the dice.
Aw.
So, do you head down the corridor? Do you go up the stairs? Do you try to force your way into either of the empty, shop fronts on either side of the corridor entrance?
I feel like stairs would make would make some sense to me because we're trying to go up eventually. But
Open to other suggestions as well.
Yeah.
I might want to check like both stores if it doesn't like block the story too much. But just like a quick look in if there's like relics left over or plastic left
No, I mean
over.
you're strong, and these locks, these stores have been shuttered a while, so you can force the shutters open easily enough. There's a lot of strange metal boxes and tubes and metallic barrels. Very little in the way of plastic. This is all, even without knowing what these things do, it seems very industrial. It's that it's focused on one purpose, let's say.
But it's not plastic, so I don't want it.
I will like, mark down on like a piece of paper like if there is metal needed for building stuff or making weapons.
Sure.
Over here, there's a plenty.
Yeah, it the closest thing you can draw an analog to is a kitchen, because it is in fact a kitchen, but it looks nothing like a kitchen, the kitchens that you are familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can head up the stairs if that is what you are resolved to do.
At this point, once Maya gets in front of me, I know she's a tracker. I will follow her, but closely, so when something pops out, I can body block what happens.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I guess technically I'm scouting.
Yeah, if we're doing formation, I would like to be last in line.
Okay.
So that can be nicely protected in the middle.
Exactly. It's not absolutely because I want to like use my range. No.
So let's go with. You know what? Let's do it this way. What would you like to roll, Bliss? Persuade me.
For looking for stuff?
Mm-hmm.
For plastic? Well, I have search.
Okay. That would be a cunning roll, and you can add your experience bonus to it.
Hey, natural 20.
Hey, it's gonna happen eventually.
Yay!
Yes, you find what your character sheet clearly marks as lots of coins.
Nice.
As there's just so much plastic just everywhere. As you climb the stairs, there's on this balcony path, elevated path, whatever it is, there's just this like huge dog-sized height in terms of height. Like drum with a domed top that's just made of plastic, and you can just hack it to pieces. And there's a metal drum within it, and there's another one like 5 meters further away. You all have lots of coins, just by taking apart what you find. All of the shops here, like you recognize them as shops. Again, awnings, names, bright colors. You can't make. The names are in the language of man, and all of the shutters are down. But if you break into them, which I'm assuming you do out of curiosity and avarice, you find like rails with strange hooked bars on them, and shops that are just row upon row of shelf covered in dust, and here and there the odd shop that has these strange, like really thin plastic boxes with a metal disc in them, with like a colourful image on the front.
Nice.
You do also find, as this is the second floor, according to my understanding of American English at the very least, a set of large double doors decorated with various symbols that Iris would probably recognize as having some symbolic connotation for man. And it just leads you into it. If you open those doors, it just leads you into a quiet room full of like hard-wearing plastic benches.
I'm probably going to assume that it is a multi-phase center,
Yeah.
whatever that the nice assistant alluded to. So I'm going to go inside and try to look for symbol of the sun, and because the sunrise more. So I don't know if there is anything that looks like the sun in front.
Make a cunning check. If you have search, you can add your experience bonus to it.
12.
12? You do, actually. It's printed on the front cover of a book, which has this kind of strange plastic film around it, which is presumably why it's survived the test of time so well.
Say Holly Bible.
Yeah, it does, actually.
I'm going to take that on my to hug that and go back to my comrades with a very big smile on my face. Like I am content.
Fantastic.
Can we read human etchings, or do we have like a whole other thing? You know what I mean?
Off the top of my head, I can't remember. I think it's just kind of left ambiguous. But so, kind of peeling back the curtain, obviously, like, this is a very 2000s-ish mall. Man doesn't have to disappear in the year 2000 in the 21st century. They could disappear in the 30th century. So there's going to be a lot of linguistic shift in written and spoken language, to the point where, you know, you're probably, well, you're almost certainly speaking the language that man gave you, whether that is the same language that this Bible was written in. It's all ambiguous. You know, for those of you watching who might want to try the game yourselves, don't feel like you have to do recognizable stuff for your history of man. Like, this could easily have been a space station that had crash landed, for example, and they're finding, you know, tablets, or they just keep finding small things that we'd recognize as like silicon chips, but they're full projectors and holographic books and things of that nature. So all of which is to say, there are definitely animals who can read some of of man's writings, and they have probably dedicated their entire lives to studying what they can read, but probably no one can understand every word written on every relic of the past.
Well, I see you found a book, Greece.
It is the book of the Sunrise Mall.
Whoa. Well, have fun with that.
Yeah.
From the rafters above you, beyond the reach of the lantern light, you hear the flapping of wings again. What has it found? What is it?
If you can commentate on what the hell we're doing, you can also come down here.
That is
Yes,
not my
hello.
place. My place is to watch.
Oh, you like to watch, pervert?
The others will find you.
voyeurs.
The others will test you.
Test!
And it flaps. Whatever it is, flaps off again.
No.
I need to shoot quicker.
We're not alone in here. Weird,
What was
flappy guys. I wonder who they mean by the others.
Since they are mentioned in the Realms of Pugmire book, do we know what birds are?
Almost certainly, yeah, you do.
Okay.
It's worth noting that I'm just trying to speed read it so I don't give you wrong information and give people the wrong idea about Pugmire Unleashed and birds in Pugmire Unleashed.
Yeah, what I'm reading on page 29 around there is that they're a bunch of gossiping bastards.
Pretty much, yes. They can't all fly either. Is the thing, because they have more humanoid arms. So yeah.
So they're probably not regular bird people. They're probably something else. Other type of creature.
Wait, some birds can still fly, right? Or
Yeah.
none of them?
I'm just checking. Because again, I don't want to give you the wrong information, but I can multitask. So, what would you like to do? How do you react to this taunting from above?
Ren, if you're talking, you're muted.
That's it. Sparrows are the ones that can fully fly. The others can kind of glide.
But indeed, what Fry's going to do is keep ripping open rafters and digging for stuff to loot, especially the bottles from the ancients, but also plastic and stuff that can be used to help other people. Because people criticizing me from above, I'm used to.
Yeah, you find a lot of again a kingdom of riches in the form of these white, well, yellowed plastic boxes with green crosses on them that from historically have things that you can use to help heal people in them.
I'm gonna take off the top of my robes and fashion it to a backpack and just shove it in, because I know that the people outside might need it.
Fantastic. But yes, sparrows are the ones that can truly fly.
There's like a definite ceiling where we are, and it's not that high from us, right? Like, we couldn't see the creatures; we could just hear them.
Yeah, it's just because you're on the you're on the middle floor, and there's a floor above you, and then there's the rafters above that floor, and you just have a torch.
Right. Okay. Can we head in the direction that they flapped away?
Yeah, for sure. And after a few minutes of walking that way, there's no more conversation, but you hear flapping again, as if it's leading you deeper into the eastern wing of this mall.
I'm going to cast a Sacred Flame on something on the ceiling, like a tile or something.
Okay.
Just to illuminate it, so that we can see what there is above.
Do you have to be able to see what you're casting it on?
Good question. What does the spell say? Yes, I need to see it. Oh, you're right. And the range is 60 feet. Can I just maybe cast it on a small object like a rock or something that I can throw?
Yeah, for sure. It reveals a network of slightly swaying platforms that are suspended from the rafters, and you catch just the faintest glimpse of something pale as it kind of jumps from one platform to the next, accompanied by this flapping sound.
Wait for us.
They must follow if they want. They must follow if they want answers. Yes, 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 they must.
Oh. All right. So at least they're inviting us to follow.
Yeah. How balanced is everyone here?
in
I don't want numbers. I just want what your character thinks is like elegant and balanced to make it across these platforms.
I'm very balanced.
Yeah, I'm very agile.
Yeah, we haven't. This is an agile party.
I'm feeling very thick and ready for anything.
Mighty thick. I never recuperated a rope from bringing the people up, did I? Fuck.
Well, at least we have a backup if we do want to come back down there and climb up the rope.
Sure. Otherwise I would have again used a rope to maybe assist Biggie Thickums here. But guess I'll go first. I would like to go across the platforms, please.
Okay, so you're going up to the next floor and then climbing to get to the platforms?
Yes, whatever that thing skittered off to,
Yeah,
following it.
cool. Because you could just follow it on the level that you're on.
I want to follow its exact path.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, there's enough stuff. So you find stairs. You go up to the next level of the balcony in this corridor, and you can see that here and there where the rafters meet the wall, something has just hammered in crude like metal staples to form a ladder to get to these platforms. And yeah, if you could give me an agility check.
A check mark next to the box means a boon?
That's if it's a test.
Oh, okay.
If you have traverse, that would apply here though.
Yes, I do.
Normally this is for like resisting physical feats of endurance, but it'll work here as well. So that as your experience bonus of +1 to the roll.
Yay!
As well as your agility bonus.
So that's a +5 modifier total, and that is an 11, so 16 total.
Fantastic. That is enough. You start jumping from platform to platform. They do sway underfoot. They are underpaw, sorry. They are only attached to like a central rope. But it's this thick steel cable that's looped over the rafter and back down through a huge metal stanchion. It's not going to fall anytime soon. The rest of you can see Beretta doing this.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that.
Can we stay on the floor where we are and just follow her?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
Yeah. I guess you're the scout now. Up there. Which is cool. I guess you're more like a sniper. And yeah, we will follow the general direction without having to climb.
Okay. The platforms continue evenly spaced. Some of them are bigger, some of them are made of less robust material, but they are all roughly evenly spaced. The floor, the balcony that the rest of you are moving across, it starts fine. It's dusty, it's covered in cobwebs, rubbish. Just going to preface this by saying, anyone who is considering backing Pugmire Unleashed, there are no arachnids in this book because there were so many in Threats and Curs that we were not allowed to put spiders in this book, which was good because I converted most of the spiders in Threats and Curs. So these are just like normal spider-sized cobwebs. More empty shutters, and then as you follow it, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the ground and the walls are covered in roots, thin, grasping roots. The platforms themselves, hanging midair, are free of these roots, but you can see them, Barrett, if you look up, you can see them kind of growing along the rafters, but they've left, like they're growing like away and around the cables, as if something has either like trained them not to touch it, or the material itself is anathema to them. And these get thicker and thicker, and you those of you on the floor on the balcony, you start seeing like direction signs. You can't make out the word, but there's like a leaf symbol and an arrow pointing in the direction you're going, and those become more and more frequent. And you reckon the symbols in front of the arrow, like they start off as 3, and then they get to 2, and then they get to 1, and then you see in front of you at the end of you finally reach the end of this wing of whatever Sunrise Mall is, and it's this 3-story glass facade where all the glass is shattered outwards as this massive plant has just forced its way through whatever this wall once was. The entire end of this wing is full of this kind of red glowing mist, and here and there are just bulbs sticking out of the mass, just swaying in a wind that you can't, feel. Only Beretta sees at the top of it, because Beretta is high enough to see, the flash of something pale, it's hard to tell, as it clears the last of the platforms into a hole above the plant, the massive plant itself, and it just leaves behind a and the fog of red mist kind of fills the space that it leaves. It seems like a decent place to end today's session, though.
Oh my god. We are doomed. It's Audrey 2000.
I found this
And to-
artifact, Mi Chemical Romance.
I just want to point out, you could have just left at any point. Anything that happens from here on out is entirely your choice, and that's the joy of role-playing games.
Yeah, man.
However, let's go in reverse alphabetical order to do an outro. Ren, if you would introduce yourself, outroduce yourself, and your character, please.
You're muted.
Hi, I'm still stupid, and my name is Ren. I am playing Friar, the Saint Bernard Mud criminal / brewer. Keep tuning in on this channel and everything that's made by these people, because it's always worth the money. Also, thank you to the DM, because once again, it was amazing.
Hey, I'm nothing without my players. Josie, would you like to introduce yourself and your character, please?
Yes, if we're allowed to promote things outside of Alex Path.
Yep, that's fine.
Could you please copy paste the link that I just sent in Zoom chat, because I'm not in Twitch. But I am still Josie. I played Beretta that still wants to shoot more things. You can find me in the link that Ryan just posted, where I am a voice actor in the audio drama Her Crown of Fire. We just released our second to last episode, and then last episode is next Wednesday. So it's a really good moment to get started. Just saying, it's free on Spotify and YouTube. Just saying.
Hell yeah. Bliss, would you like to outro yourself and your character, please?
Sure. I am Bliss Steel. I am at Bliss Steel on most stuff. And I have been playing Maya, the free dog hunter who likes to shoot things with a bow and track stuff and take care of animals, apparently. And I've had a great time today.
Yeah, please don't let me forget the horses are there.
I hope they'll be okay.
Alan.
Yeah, I'm Alain Giola. You can find a lot of my stuff on the different community content program owned by Onyx Path Publishing. I just published a short fiction for their fiction contest called The Flames of Valmecia that you can find on the Slash and Vault. And today I've been playing Iris, a lizard alchemist who rubs salt into the wounds of people to heal them.
What I mean, it worked for the Romans.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And I'm Ryan. I'm the guide. If you are interested in the realms of Pugmire, obviously there is a core rulebook. We currently have a Backerkit crowdfunding campaign going for Pugmire Unleashed, and I am a contributing writer to that. I contributed the monsters that we're demoing here. I also released a short story for the fiction competition. Mine is set in the realms of Pugmire itself, but you don't need to know anything about the game or the setting for the short story. It's self-contained. I also would like to promote my zine of Pride-themed magic items. Let's print a sample, but I will have the link at some other point. Can't bother to find it right now. If you've enjoyed seeing my face or Bliss's face, and why would you not, we are actually back here tomorrow at, I don't know what time it is Eastern,
3?
10 Eastern?
Oh, right.
If it's 3 p.m. our time?
Yeah,
For
something like that.
Exalted Essence, The Wild Hunters, Season 2, Episode 2, and that will be a blast. The next episode of this actual play should be next Thursday, starting around 7:30 p.m. BST, 8:30 p.m. Central European Time, and 2:30 p.m. Eastern. And that will theoretically coincide with the ending of the Pugmire Unleashed Backerkit campaign, and will probably be the actual play finale as well. If you have enjoyed what you've seen but missed our session 0 and our session 1, those are currently up on YouTube at youtube.com/@theonyxpath. I think that takes care of all of the business. So I would like to thank my players for being wonderful players tonight and putting up with the nonsense that I throw at them. And I would like to thank all of you for watching. Goodbye. See you next week.